Yeah, hi, I'm Joe. I'm 49. I'm from down in Cornwall. I live in a place called Porthleven, which is a really beautiful, sleepy harbourside village. I currently work as a chef. I run my own business, and I primarily run it as a smoking and grilling business. And we do all things smoked, grilled, overnight pit fires, hog roast, so that kind of thing. So I have been a long time now. So I first started when I was 14. I was very lucky to live in a beautiful little place when I was younger called Marlow in Buckinghamshire. And I managed to start off, as probably most chefs do, as a kitchen porter in a very, very nice sort of fine dining restaurant. And that for me kind of sowed the seeds for my love of food. I then went off and did my sort of 2 years at college. It was 706 1 and 2, as it was back in the day. And within that, I actually went to college at Henley-on-Thames. Very fortunate to have worked for a 5-star hotel down that way called Daneswood House. I was lucky to be chosen to cook for the Oxford and Cambridge boat race when that was on the River Thames there, so that was a highlight when I was younger. And I just carried that system on. I had a short break when I was 19. I joined the military. I joined the armed forces for 5 years, not cooking. But then when I left, I still had that drive and that passion to want to do something with food. And I went off to Jersey for 2 years to work at a top-end sort of 5-star hotel. And that pretty much has been my career for sort of 25 plus years, really. Well, actually, no. My first love was I wanted to be a translator. I was actually very good at speaking French when I was quite younger. But no, as soon as I found my way into the kitchens, it was just definitely a career path I was definitely going to choose. That and slash the military as well were the two things I've always kind of strived to be involved in and do. But no, from an early age I wanted to be a translator. I suppose when I started quite young, that desire for me came from having been very lucky enough to work in the colleges that I went to were quite small, quite intimate, so we had a lot of training, sort of one-to-ones. I suppose my love from that has grown from that, really, just that kind of system. I quite like sometimes the hardship of the kitchen. You know, it's not always straightforward, but I've definitely learned to grow with that over the years, and I absolutely love it now, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. So having worked in traditional standard of cuisine, sort of standard English/French, through certain restaurants and hotels, it came to a point of living in Cornwall where, as I now have a family, it's very chilled in Cornwall, so the vibe's very different. It's very sort of beach days, evenings, down on the beach, barbecues. So I suppose that love of grilling and smoking has come from those relaxed kind of vibe days. And just a different take on, it's almost like learning a different style of cooking again. When you're mainstream cooking in hotels and restaurants, it comes to be the same style of food. Where smoking and grilling for me was like at the age of sort of early 40s, almost relearning that craft again, and that real love of cooking on an open fire with wood and charcoal. And it's becoming really, really popular now. So we're definitely down there in Cornwall, sort of trying to lead something on that sort of vibe. So yeah, that's where that's come from. So I say I have a favourite dish. There's ways and means of cooking certain dishes which I enjoy, and that's obviously, you know, my newfound love is for that sort of smoking and grilling. You know, I'm very fortunate here at Middleby to be able to use a Josper grill today, so I'm cooking various things in various different ways. But that style of cooking is where I like to be, and you can cook almost anything you want on that style of cooker as well. Yeah, so Middleby, very fortunate, huge company. They have various bits of equipment that suit various different types of cooking, from your kind of fast food chains to your high-end restaurants and everything in between. So my advice really would be to really start somewhere where there's going to be prevalent for you later on in your career. So I would probably advise people maybe to go to London, but sort of leave your home, go away, try and immerse yourself in that culture. Also, travelling as well. I love to travel. I love to eat different styles of food around the country, and that can be quite innovative. And you know, you can use your imagination, stuff like that. So I would always advise people to probably leave home, go away, and try and train for many years hard to start with before you can kind of start to want to leave and make it your own career.